Hey guys, so I am now 22 weeks pregnant with baby number 2. Sorry, I'm going to be looking down a little bit because I've made some notes for this week. So my symptoms for this week have been, again with the sciatic nerve pain, the numbness in my leg, and it's like, I don't know, it kind of gets better, but it doesn't get better at the same time. It gets better for a few days and then it gets worse again. So that's kind of unfortunate, but that's just something I think I'm just gonna have to deal with. The numbness is still there too, and I've got like a little bit of a tingling, kind of like pins and needle feeling in my left foot. So that's kind of rough, but whatever. We'll just have to suffer through that one. And another thing I have too is I've noticed when I like sneeze or when I cough or if I laugh really hard, that the pain like intensifies all of a sudden. So I'm not quite sure why that happens, and I'll definitely be asking about that, but that's definitely a problem at the moment. And back pain, just like regular back pain, of course, is rough as well, but what can you do? I've been really tired, which that's been really hard, I'm finding, because I'm just tired all day long. I'm tired from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. And then when I go to bed, I find it hard to get to sleep. So that's horrible, and hopefully that will go away. Because I'm just feeling like I have like a total lack of motivation and I just like don't want to do anything. I just want to lay in bed and do nothing. So hopefully that will improve, but I will be talking to my doctor about that just because I'm wondering whether or not that maybe my iron is low. I haven't been eating a lot of meat because of the fact that the baby just doesn't seem to like meat, and every time I eat meat I seem to throw up. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm just gonna keep kind of going as I'm going right now and see if it improves. I'm gonna like take a supplement that I took with Eva just to see if that makes me feel anything different. And then if it does, then I'll get another prescription for that. And then I go and see the OB, which will be not next week, the following week. And then I still have the achy muscles I talked about, just like feeling like almost flu-y feeling because I just feel so achy everywhere. But I don't know what that's for. And then heartburn has been really bad and has been getting worse and worse and worse, and indigestion and all that. It's just been horrible. I had terrible heartburn with Eva, and I still have the prescription that I was taking called Losec with Eva. So I have started taking that again, and I did call my doctor and ask my doctor about that, and they said that was fine, and I'll get a new prescription when I go to see her for my next checkup. I've noticed that I've been having more and more trips to the bathroom, and I just like cannot stop peeing. I'm like a non-stop peeing machine. But I've also been drinking a lot of water, so that could have something to do with it, because I've just been so thirsty, and I found that my mouth is so dry. So oh well, that's good. Drinking lots of water is good for the baby, so that's okay. I've had a really sore chest, which I have mentioned before, and somebody, I can't remember her name, but she commented below saying that I should try, I think it was cabbage leaves, putting them in the freezer. So I am going to try that. I bought a cabbage and I'm going to try that today. So I will let you guys know if that helps, and if it does help, then I may do a little video about it. So thank you very much for whoever suggested that. Yeah, so sore nipples, and then I'm leaking more colostrum this week. I'm finding a lot more dry colostrum like on the inside of my bra, or just sort of stuck to my nipples. So sorry, that's like kind of like TMI, but that's just another symptom of pregnancy. Still don't have very much of an appetite. I do get hungry kind of at regular meal times and off and on throughout the day, but I don't really feel like eating a whole lot. So that's kind of tough, because trying to keep up a healthy eating schedule is really difficult right now. I've had a lot of dizzy spells lately, just like all of a sudden I feel totally fine, and then I'll stand up and I'm really dizzy. And then I kind of like walk around or sit back down for a few minutes and I just still feel really dizzy. So there must be maybe, I don't know, the circulation's being cut off somewhere, or I don't know exactly, but I know that that's quite common, and I did have that with Eva. I'm having a lot of hot flashes off and on, so just like all of a sudden I can go from feeling totally normal to just so warm. So that's kind of weird, and I don't know. I guess you're a warmer like all around when you're pregnant, so maybe it has something to do with that. My gums have been bleeding as well. It's especially like the top of like my top 4 teeth, like front teeth, and then my bottom teeth as well, and the backs of my gums have been bleeding, especially when I brush my teeth at the back of my mouth. I find that I'm always bleeding. But I am going to the dentist, I think March 6th, and I'll be talking to him about that then. I did have, I think I mentioned it before in a video, I had pregnancy-induced, what's it called? Pregnancy-induced like gingivitis. So we'll see if I'm having that again this time, or if it's just bleeding gums due to the pregnancy, or I don't know, extra sensitivity, I'm not sure. And I've had headaches, which I've mentioned before, and kind of like feeling kind of like cloudy feeling, but that's, I think, pretty normal. And then as far as movement goes, she's moving a lot more this week, so that's fun. I get to feel movement all the time, little movements throughout the day, and I can definitely tell now when she's sleeping and when she's awake. And I'm starting to see more and more movement. So as I see more movements, I'll definitely make a little video for you guys. And another neat thing too, which I was never able to do this with Eva, but this is kind of a neat thing I'm doing with Mila now. When she lays in a certain position, and I always can feel her, and she kind of feels kind of hard. And when I put my hand in a certain spot, I can feel her heart beating. So I think that's really cool. So I can't wait for Steve to come home and to be able to feel her heartbeat, and I just think that's really neat. It's really special, I guess. Oh, sorry about that. And then my cravings for this week have been McDonald's sundaes. I cannot get enough of them, especially caramel sundaes. Just, oh, love them. And pizza, Chinese food, and Reese's Pieces Puff cereal. So nothing good this week, but that's like what I've been craving. So as far as pizza goes, there is healthy ways of getting pizza, and Chinese food, like usually it's just like the vegetables I'm craving, so I don't think that's that bad. And the odd sundae here and there can't hurt too much. Still no stretch marks this week, so that's good. And I'll go ahead and show you my 22-week belly. Where did I put my measuring tape? Here we go. No, sorry about the pajama pants, but as I get further along, you'll probably see me in more and more pajama pants, just because all of my pants now are the maternity pants that have something that comes up here, so they're just kind of uncomfortable to keep moving around. So there we go from this side, from the front, and from this side, and without a shirt, from the front, from the side, and I'll show you my belly button up close. Still no line really, which I definitely had a very definite line with Eva. So we'll see if that comes. I can't remember when that does show up. So let me know if you guys have had that, when you got the line. So it's like just over, I'd say like 38 and a half. So I think I've grown a half an inch from last week. So that's pretty good. And I have booked my maternity photo shoot. So I'm going to be doing that in, I think we said, end of April or early May, so near the end. So that's exciting, and I definitely will post all the pictures when I have that. And if you haven't already gone to my question and answer video, if you have any questions for me, make sure you post them in the comments below that video. And I will be doing another Q&A video coming up very soon. And again, if you haven't added me to like Facebook or Twitter, you haven't gone and checked out my blog, I'm also on Pinterest, you should definitely do that, and I will have all the links for that below. So that's it for this week, so I'll see you guys next week for week 23. Thanks for watching.